The Knicks postgame show is presented by Tri-State Audi. Visit your Tri-State area Audi dealer today. Tonight in Miami, Tyler Hero had 14 of his 22 in the fourth quarter. Jimmy Butler, dominant tonight for Miami, had 35 points. And on the night that we honor and remember Willis Reed, the Heat beat the Knicks. Final score, 127-120. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito, along with Alan Hahn and Wally Zerbiak. Miami guys coming in, the lowest scoring team in the entire league, averaging 109 points per game. Wally, tonight, they get 127 against the Knicks.
Shot 16 for 28 from the three-point line. They were absolutely on fire from deep. This is a very capable team, we know. Once it starts getting to around April and playoff time, they look like they're starting to get locked in and playing better basketball. And the Knicks have to find a way to control dribble penetration off pick and rolls. We saw it time and time again. They're getting caught behind the guards. The guards are getting into the paint, spraying it out to that three-point line, and they're getting really good looks at the basket. And this team has capable shooters. Tyler Hero got hot. Gabe Vincent kind of broke out of that slump he was in. And that's a problem right now, the way they're defending dribble penetration and pick and roll.
Yeah, this is 2 games now to be concerned. Now it's 2 games, 133 points a game that you're giving up, but it's the three-point shooting that's the bigger issue. 57% now in 2 games. The opponents are 30 for 52 from downtown. So something's got to get cleaned up, and it's got to get cleaned up fast. But, boy, this was such a frustrating game. You score 120 points.
Yeah.
Just like you scored 134
and the Knicks made 16
points.
threes.
Yeah, it's like, so the offense is not the issue. Even though there were some struggles in pockets of this game, it was just keeping up with a defense that couldn't get stops.
All right, Knicks were down 6 after 3. Got some great early fourth quarter minutes from the second unit. But, Allen, the Heat were able to take control and ultimately win this game by 7 points. Knicks actually were up 100-98 with about 8 minutes to go, but they kind of faltered down the stretch again.
Yeah, absolutely felt like an uphill kind of game. But in that fourth quarter, you wait and see, okay, the Knicks are a kind of team. They'll keep grinding, and see if they can get the lead and get something going. And they certainly did that here. Look at this. Heat are trapping all night, but good ball movement there. Josh Hart finds Mitchell Robinson for the dunk. We got a 98-97 lead, but the Heat went back on top. Jalen Brunson trying to keep things going as he gets the reverse layup there. Knicks down by 3. But then Tyler Hero in the corner buries the corner 3 as it just felt like all night long. They went up by 6. Knicks can't get the loose ball. Max Strus, Heat fans been on his case about making threes. He made that one from Fort Lauderdale. And now it's 111-102. And then just the finishing touch here. Jimmy Butler had it going all night. Talking to whoever he was talking on the sideline, by the way. That's the part to me of this game that I was paying attention to. They'll play again next Wednesday here at the Garden. And Jimmy was doing a lot of yapping. And by the end of the game, Julius Randle had enough of it and was talking back to him, and things got really heated in what was a very physical game, which makes me really look forward to next Wednesday's game.
Good. I mean, that's how this rivalry should be. I mean, these are 2 teams that are fighting, clawing for playoff position. The Knicks won 2 really close games. The first 2 meetings were just epic basketball games. And, you know, Jimmy Butler's got a lot of pride. He's a competitive guy. You know, he's accomplished a lot in this league, and he doesn't want to go down 3-0 to the Knicks. I mean, there's a lot of personal, jarring right here, and they're fighting for positioning, and that's good. Bring it on. This game on Wednesday is going to have a playoff feel.
Oh yeah.
All right, time now for our three-point shooting presented by Starry. And Wally, you mentioned it. The Heat come into this game 28th in three-point shooting at 34%, and in this game, Allen, 16 of 28 from 3. That's 57%. Probably the key to the whole game.
Totally the key to the whole game. And, believe me, the Heat saw the film against the Timberwolves. They watched that game. They see how the Knicks are allowing guys to get going at the three-point line, especially early on in the first quarter. And look at all these shots. I mean, the Knicks defense is just getting broken down. They're scrambling all over the place. These are rhythm threes. I mean, Gabe Vincent's capable of shooting. No better time than off a headman pass and in transition, run to the three-point line, catch and shoot. You practice that shot your whole life. I mean, that's how you warm up every game. We see guys walking into three-point shots like that. And right now, the Knicks are allowing guys to get too comfortable at that three-point line.
Especially in the first quarter.
Yes.
That's the key part of it, because you're coming out of warm-ups, you're heading into a game, and so you're already in a bit of a rhythm. And then if you're allowed to stay in that rhythm, once the defense catches up, we saw some contested shots later in the game that they were knocking down. Why? Because they were already in rhythm, feeling good.
Standings, Knicks still 5th, but you got the Heat 2 games back, and the Nets 2 games back. And as you guys have talked about, Knicks Heat again next week. 8 games left. it starts to get very interesting here down the stretch. That is for sure.
Keep in mind, too, you've already got 2 wins on them. So it's 2-1. Even if you lose Wednesday, you hope to win it. It's in your building. So you win that game, you get the season series. Don't worry about tying with them. But if you lose it, it's 2-2. But then you go to conference record as your first tiebreaker, just in case Miami and you finish in a tie in the standings, and that still is in your favor. So getting those 2 wins and that miraculous shot by Julius Randle earlier in the month, getting that win was so critical.
Huge.
But I'll tell you what, you can take care of business Wednesday. All right, fine. You get your 1 win. You're in your home building. Fine. But next Wednesday, that's one of those you on the calendar as the Knicks getting ready for the playoffs. Treat that like a playoff game.
Miami played this game like their backs were against the wall. They played this game like they really needed it. And, the team that wants it more is going to get it. And they had a high sense of urgency to get this win. I'm telling you, the mindset of those guys in that locker room, they have a lot of pride. They don't want to go down 3-0 to the Knicks. And they know if they get this one, the pressure swings to the Knicks to try to close out the season series at 3-1 in the Garden next Wednesday. And the Heat are going to be ready for that one, too.
And don't forget about tomorrow night. Knicks at Orlando, pregame at 6:30, game at 7, and the young Magic are playing excellent basketball. So
don't sleep on that game.
it's going to be a challenge tomorrow night.